Mark, tell us what we need to know here.
This is a very significant move. For the first time since its release in 2015, Apple's sort of going to be breaking ties from the iPhone to the Apple Watch. It's going to start selling models with cellular LTE chipsets integrated into the watches themselves. What that means, you can leave the house with your Apple Watch, leave your iPhone behind charging or whatever you want to do with it, put it on your kitchen table, go out for your runs, stream music directly from the internet, open maps, different apps, and iMessages without needing the phone.
In theory, could it be a phone in terms of if you had headphones? Like, could you talk into it Dick Tracy style?
Yeah, so right now what you can do is over Bluetooth, you can sync your AirPods or other Bluetooth wireless earbuds to the Apple Watch in order to listen to music, stream audio from applications. It's to be seen if you're able to make phone calls on the go. This is probably going to be very similar to the approach that Apple uses for LTE data on the iPad. It doesn't turn the iPad into a phone, but it lets you use all the other functions on the go. So it's very likely that Apple will have a very similar system for the Apple Watch, allowing you to do most things like apps and messaging, the key things, without taking your phone with you.
Okay, all the Apple fanboys are gearing up for September, October, when the latest versions of the iPhones come out. How is this going to come out then, or is this something for 2018, 2019?
Right. So last year, 2016, Apple introduced the Apple Watch Series 2 with the GPS and waterproofing alongside the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. And they usually hold these big September events to introduce new products like the iPhone and the Apple TV. So it seems likely that when Apple introduces its new iPhones this fall, and by the way, they're planning 3 new phones, that they'll announce the new Apple Watch, and they'll likely call it the Series 3 alongside the new phones. So they're planning on doing it this year. They've delayed the LTE Apple Watch model launches in the past, but we're hearing that it's planned for this fall.
Mark, this new edition of the watch aside, how's the watch business doing these days?
You know, on Tuesday, Apple had its third quarter earnings call, and Tim Cook said the Apple Watch sales numbers grew 50% year over year from the June quarter in 2016. He called the smartwatch the #1 selling by a very wide margin smartwatch on the market, but according to reports from Strategy Analytics, the Apple Watch is behind Xiaomi and Fitbit in the overall wearable space. But when you're looking at multifunctional smartwatches, ones that can do lots of things like apps, fitness, and music all in one, the Apple Watch is ahead of the pack in terms of sales and functionality.